Well, a very good afternoon and welcome back to the Scottish International Open here at West Lothian Bowls Arena. We have got our next semi-final match coming up for you very, very shortly. Qualifier Aaron Johnson against Scotland's Stewart Anderson. Whoever wins this match will be going into today's final later on at 4 o'clock playing against Jason Banks. Well, without further ado, let's bring out the players for this, our last of our semi-final matches. Please put your hands together for qualifier England's Aaron Johnson. His opponent for this match is defending champion and ranked number 1 in the world. Please welcome out Stewart Anderson. I'm going to hand you up to Tim Christie and Jason Parkinson in the commentary box.
Thank you very much, Jack. Once again, very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back here to the World Bowls Tour's Scottish International Open for 2024. Well, another great game here, semi-final number 2. And joining me for this game in the commentary box, all the way from Australia, Tim Christie. Hi, Tim.
Good afternoon. Great to be here. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, really interesting. We don't get many of the qualifiers get into the semi-final stages. Aaron's really excited and revved up about this. He was saying, you know, this is a chance in a lifetime. So, I mean, Stewart Anderson, to be fair, he's the man to beat on this carpet.
Meters.
Since we moved the Scottish International Open to the West Lothian Indoor Bowls Club, Stewart's the only person to win it. A little bit boring. So, Aaron will just try and stop that going to a number 3. He's from Norfolk in England. Plays from the same club as Wayne Wilgress.
He's really had an exciting path through the tournament itself. A couple of last-minute winners.
Yeah, he has. He's played some good stuff. I mean, this is the go-to length for Aaron. He brings the mat right up and plonks the jack onto the tee. Plays with a very small bowl, plays with a size 2, which is quite small for a man. You've just joined us, and you're just tuning in for the first time, or if you're quite new to the game. Just to let you know what the format is here for this event. It's 2 sets of 9 ends, and then if we can't split the players after the 2 sets, then we go into a 3-end tie-break. There are no killed ends. So the jack does go off the side of the rink, either side. You can just see the little re-spots there. Just equidistance between the centre of the rink and the outer edges of the confines. So. Oh, good effort. just ever so slightly overplayed.
Gap between 12 inches.
Stewart's finishing good here. He lands on the wall. He'll be happy with that. You can see what Aaron's trying to play.
Yeah, it doesn't count, but provides a ton of value. Still probably doesn't change Aaron's shot by too much.
No, he'll just drop the pace. I mean, if he loses a foot out, he's not going to be too far away from this at all. Searching for it. Does tend to whip underneath now.
More the weight than anything. And that line would have been alright if he was up to the head.
Stewart's just going to play a free draw. Just needs to be the other side of the bowl and he'll be fine. Stewart's playing with a Taylor ace, size 3. It's quite a strong ace. Gets a nice finish with them at the end. On to Stewart.
Set score 1-0 after one end.
Well, we'll soon see what Stewart's gameplay is for his length shortly. He normally goes middle somewhere.
Touch longer than that, maybe a response to
Jack
the
length 29.5 metres.
jack length that Aaron seems to prefer.
Yeah, he always has that little bit where he brings the mat up slightly. 1.5 meters short of the maximum length possible. Playing this nice big swing in hand.
It's looking like a very good starter.
Aaron, a little bit of a unique delivery. There's no backswing at all. It's all in the momentum of the actual push of the delivery. It gets very low.
Seems to be working for him though.
Yeah, he's played great so far this week. Stewart will play something very, very similar. You can just run through the jack, that would be very good. Wasn't a million miles away.
My bowler at his closest, please. Your bowl to Stewart, the gap, 12 inches.
Aaron would ideally just like to get just ever so slightly past this jack. Doesn't want to make any contact at all. Gets down to Stewart's bowl. Played it very well. Very well. 4 great opening bowls.
Maybe it's 2.
Marker down below it says he just favours that it is the 2.
Bit deceptive. Would have sworn it was 1 from here, but just under the line, but good weight again.
Is last bowl level, please?
No, last bowl 12 inches short of gap height.
Half a bowl short.
12 inches.
Thank you.
That's probably not the answer he wanted. He'd like to have seen that ball slightly further back than that. Be wanting to get down to Stewart. So, I mean, the forehand is available, but line 2, he doesn't want to just collide with the jack. So,
especially with these heavier jacks on the indoor, the tiniest bit of contact just sends them flying. You have amazing weight, and the jack just disappears from you.
yeah, even if you just fall on a jack, it can send it, 4 or 5 inches sometimes. It does make a huge difference. It's not actually played too bad a bowl then. I think he'd have liked to have played just the other side, but still very good. I mean, you can just see Stewart looking at all the options. I think Aaron may have just finished wide enough to have covered that spot to the left as you look at it now. Just probably sticking to the forehand draw. If he gets to Aaron's back bowl, the second shot bowl, that'll be just enough. It's just close enough to sit that and get the shot. If he gets to the jack, that'll be a huge bonus. Something's wrong.
Really shy here. Yeah. Just dropped a yard and a half.
Sorry, save it 2.
Well, he's got the last bowl obviously, but it's fraught with a little bit of danger. I mean, whatever he plays, he doesn't want to get to the jack. I mean, a tentative, very wide draw probably.
Yeah, one of those. If it comes back, it comes back.
Yep.
Happy with. Yeah, you'd have to be happy with 2 at this point.
Nearly played a good bowl here, He's nearly played one. Oh, he's unlucky. He's probably 2 inches too far, that's all. Just 2 for Aaron. Well, if that's anything to go by, we're in for an absolute treat here. I mean, they're all on a bin lid.
1-2 after 2 ends.
Back to it's been a very consistent trend of his throughout the tournament.
Yeah. He plays a lot of sets play bowls. Whatever event he plays in, he plays this length a lot. Yeah. Fair play. If that's your game, that's your plan A. Stick to plan A. If it's going seriously wrong, and then swap somewhere else. Normally means just a little bit quick. And he's right. Not wasting any time, straight on the mat, looking for that correction in pace. Just needs to jump it.
He's unlucky that he gets the shot, but it was probably close to a toucher if he doesn't get contact there.
Well, another chance. Decided to swap his hand. I think that's a good choice. Well played again,
a good correction. There's a slight difference between both hands, but both of them do have a lot of life to them.
Yeah, it's a lot narrower hand. You've got to be a little bit more precise down here. And it's all about pace. If you're good pace, it's not bad at all. When you go searching for, a couple of yards over, it's very difficult. Stewart looking just to stay up. Aaron just asking Dan's opinion. I think he said he favours Stewart's, I think.
I don't think the call will change his shot.
No, I don't neither.
Yeah, you still want to get it back to that rear bowl.
Yeah, it's very little correction needed. Forehand draw. Needs to run on this line. Needs to run. Well, Stewart can just stay with it, or he can just play down the backhand, get to the winger. Sticking to the forehand, just play the same again. Looks like we might see a measure here. Put some little chocks there, so that'll just secure the bowl in place. Very steady hands, Dan. Martin Jenkins, our official. So the device he's using, it's a calipers device. The players always like it when they come out. They're a fixed piece of equipment, extremely accurate. Very basic, but very accurate.
Less to go wrong, really.
Yeah. You can just see they always rest the base of the caliper onto the floor, as you can see. And there's a little wheel there that they just turn upwards to make the caliper go outwards and back towards themselves to just shorten the caliper. So we'll just see that for a starter for 10. You'll get a good idea. Seem to go through. I think it's going to be 1 to Stewart Anderson. Yes, it is. So a single there levels this first setup. 2 shots each after 3 ends.
Set score 2-2 after 3 ends. Jack length 28.5 metres.
So just slightly shorter with the jack in this direction compared to the last time we played up here, just a yard shorter. Very warm in the auditorium today, so it's a big crowd, completely sold out. Green speed's been hovering around about 17 seconds all week. We'll try and time it at some point just to see what it is. I know people like to know how quick the green's running. It's just in the count, but still a good 2 feet is the nearest bowl.
Yeah, not expecting those two to be the ones to count at the end of this end.
No, Stewart are lucky to get one in now quickly. You never like to leave things for your last bowl, do you?
And he hasn't.
Yeah, it's just bent underneath, but it is shot. Aaron will just stay with it as well. I mean, if he just increases by anything from a foot to 18 inches, that's more than enough. Is he making the trip? He's following it. No, I didn't think it was. Didn't think it was here. Stewart will look at closing this end down. He only needs a bowl wide, that's all he needs, Tim.
Yeah, just a little touch as well. Just something to clog that head up would be very handy for him. In the area again.
Yeah, he's in for 2. Still drawable. That's probably 14 inches away from the jack. Aaron's he's found 3 good lines. It's just the pace he just needs to drop onto.
It can be tricky so early on. They've played such different lengths to really get yourself settled and in a groove.
Well, he's slightly further. I mean, he's chasing this now. I think he's just ever so slightly too far. Needs to sit for any chance. I think the front red bowl is in. 1 to Stewart. Yep, just not enough. Good effort though.
Set score 3-2 after 4 ends.
What I like about Aaron Johnson is he's quite an animated player. You know, it's like almost a bit of a personality on the green. Do you know what I mean? I quite like people a little bit quirky like that. I just think it makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, it gets the crowd into it as well a little bit more. And
yeah, I mean, he's full of beans. He's all over the show. You can see him running around, then he runs to the side, and then the next minute he's running across the advertising boards. And he's got about 3 cloths at this end, 3 cloths at that end. It's quite quirky, but I quite like that. There's cloths everywhere.
I think it's almost reflected a little bit in his shot selection as well. Yeah, he's always happy to take a gamble, play something with a bit more, a bit more risk, but a bit more upside than the standard draw.
You can just see how strong those bowls are, can't you? Come back a long way, even at a shorter length jab. Getting back really well for him. Gives him that confidence just to play, just play up. Not have to worry about the line. If it keeps coming back to the centre, just find your pace. He's a little touch and then run. Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, apologise there, but I think it was in the area.
Yeah,
that was fair play.
It was part of the percentage of the shot, wasn't it? Stewart looking just to get down to Aaron's or drag the jack. Probably lacking a foot or 2, that was all.
Yeah, the line looked nice for that. Hands just that tiny bit tighter.
Wants to leave that alone. Stewart will just play the same again, just looking to increase that foot, maybe even up to 2 feet. That will just hold him around that short bowl of his own. It's only one, so no major disaster at the moment. Well, he's trotting down. If he's making the trip, he's up to the bowl. Is he making the trip? Oh dear. 7 or 8 inches from perfection.
It's a great correction. I'm fortunate not to get it, but I think it's going to push Aaron back onto that other side now. There's a bit more risk in that final draw, so. And despite not making the shot, he has improved the head for himself.
Yeah, there's that little element of danger, isn't there? So, you know.
As we were mentioning before, that touch in the jack, it's there's a red bowl just sitting there waiting to be the catch-up.
Oh, 50% through this first set. A 1 here puts them back level. You know, I'd take that against Stuart Anderson any day. Yeah, he's turned his back on it already. Doesn't want the jack. He's okay, just hold him by. Not sure whether he's actually looking for that jack himself there.
Set score
Drag on the jack
3
himself.
after 5 ends.
Could have been actually, yeah.
Just don't think he was quick. If he was playing jack down the back, I just don't think he was quick enough. However, single shot, 3-all after 5 ends. Some good play. Having a look at just trying to hold him or just trying to score the next few ends, because you know Stuart Anderson at some point is going to step up a few gears.
Yeah,
here.
it's coming.
Jack length 23 metres.
So bang on the minimum 23. It's extremely quick when you're playing this length. You know, you're literally just letting go of the bowls. Any contact? Yes. Got it. Well played. Ryan Johnson not wasting any time. Needs to hold up. He's asking it for holding. Oh, he's looked just a couple of bowls skinny. Pace was very good.
Easy to do when the jack's off the line, even if you're not consciously trying to correct to it.
It's here again. 2 touches. So the ball gets marked. If you touch the jack, you get a little bit of chalk. That ball becomes live. Then if it goes in the ditch within the confines of the ring, that ball remains in play. I mean, ideally, we're looking to get at least second onto the back bowl. It's got that as well. That's a great shot.
Great shot.
Similar shot for Stewart. Just getting down to Aaron's bowl. I think he's just found the port.
Potentially could have been by design. That's where the jack's going if Aaron makes contact on the other hand.
Aaron's looking at a few options here. I think he just needs to stick to the forehand roll. I mean, 3-all, end 6. You don't want to start pinging the jack out and giving Stuart Anderson a chance of scoring multiple shots. I'd just play down to his own. It may fall back against the jack and therefore not get the shot, but I think that's the only thing to do at the moment. I think there's always a time to take a chance, and I don't think this is it.
I think you have to be taking the cagey scoreline that's happening at the moment.
He's playing down here, just looking a nice full contact on his own. He's very, very close if he runs. Is he going to run? You know it's a close head when they're both playing the same shot. Yep, same shot for Stewart. Just looking to negotiate that front bowl of Aaron's. Gets down to the second shot bowl. Not much danger at all, I don't think. This is close.
Fair effort.
Nope. Tried to shout it. One for Stewart. Just gets his nose in front,
Set
going
score
into end number 7.
4-3 after 6 ends.
Good tight set.
Jack length 29.5 metres. Just scratch a couple of bowls at this length. Nothing wrong with this one. Yeah, Ken just pushing through. Well, the door's wide open at the moment. First one there. You won't get this much room very often against Stewart. Be very disappointed with that. Very disappointed.
Yeah, you're really only going to get a handful of sort of golden opportunities like this, and see if Stewart can tidy this up now.
Definitely on a narrower line. I think the height's pretty decent and this pace depends.
Definitely looking at it a bit more intently. It's
Yeah,
a great
played it.
direction.
If it stays up, Aaron will keep to his same hand. Little extra little push right at the very end there.
It's unlucky that bowl's just dropped after he delivered it.
Crowd love that one. Yeah, it's in for second though. Gives him another option, doesn't it? Should play down the other side. Won't want to put them together.
If you're looking
Jack
just
the
for a
jack.
tiniest little drag, doesn't need to move too far to bring those back two in.
Wants to stay off the front. Well, a good bad one. He can't get to it now, Aaron. There was a possibility of him trying to remove that shot ball. I mean, can you just see enough of that through that hole?
Might be looking at a gap. He might have second and third there, or at least second and fourth.
Oh, hang on. Now.
That cannon's going to make... I think he's going to start thinking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks... very nice.
I think he'll play this.
I think he will, yep.
Yep.
The eyes sort of lit up as soon as that ball fell over.
Depends what pace he plays. He could play very direct for that plant, or he could time the plant with a view of, could he just get, if he's a bowl tight, could he just get through and play that bowl away for 3?
I think he might.
This is where he's glad he's playing with a size 2.
Yeah, that's it.
So, if you don't play with weight, I'll be surprised. Yep,
Bit of a
here he
timer.
goes. For that pace, I think he's going to go for the plant. Can he get the port for the bowl clean? He
Great
has.
ball.
Has done. A little piece of the jack, but he won't be bothered about that. That's a pair for Aaron Johnson. Great conversion shot. Stewart was a little bit unlucky to finish where he did and give him that plant.
Set score 4-5 after 7 ends.
Yeah, just so it's nice when you've got just a couple of options, isn't it? You know.
Well, really, with that weight, he had about a foot to get into. Even a clipping of the narrowest bowl, the cannon, as we mentioned, and then the shot he played itself.
So Aaron Johnson gets his nose in front now. End number 8, 2 ends to play. Oh, he's lost the jack. This could be costly. That could be costly. Oh, that's poor. He'll be annoyed with that. That's really poor, you can see. He's got 3 meters to land that jack within.
And he knows it.
Has that cost him? So we're going to go from one extreme to the other.
Jack length 30 metres.
In fairness, Aaron has played this length well, so wouldn't be surprised if he still gets within range on this first bowl.
This isn't a bad start, you know. That's not a bad start at all. Well played.
That's one way to recover.
Yeah. I think psychologically as well, you know, because he'll be very disappointed with that jack castle. That's exactly what he needed to Stewart's jack. It's here again. Oh.
He's been playing the wrong length the whole time.
Stewart looking to get down into this split. Has he got the weight? Aaron needs to play down the other hand now. Play down the other hand, just play up to that last bowl. Even if you just slightly wide and drift past, I don't think that's too bad. One ahead, lying at least one.
A confident draw through there. Gets a piece of one of the reds and gets onto the jack and just takes those two red bowls out of the head. out of contention.
Sticking with it. He's playing this hand, he needs to finish past the jack. Has done.
Fair amount of value with that bowl. Shy again.
Well, I think Aaron is lying a pair here, so that'd be a 3-shot lead going into the final end. I think he just needs to leave it alone, maybe. 3's huge. Yeah, he must have heard me.
He's covered the spot, or is he just running through?
This isn't an easy shot for Stewart Anderson. That the head's not that big. I mean, if you look on the other side, yes, there's a couple of little touches there where he can play, but he knows what that hand's like with pace. It's very, very difficult. I think the forehand for the split is still the option, or I don't even think he can play right through it anymore, so it'd be that timed weight into the split, drag the jack for 1 or 2. Yep, sticking with it. He's jogging after this, looking for the split, even the outside edge of the shot bowl. It's not a million miles away, you know. Oh, he's unlucky. Everything's kind of fallen the wrong way for him.
2 shots, Aaron Johnson.
Big 2 for Aaron. 7-4 the score going into the last end. Holding his own, it must be quite a nerve-wracking experience. I know he's such a good player anyway. He's used to, you know, he's the current under-25 England champion. But there's that added pressure, you know, you've got the cameras, there's ranking points at stake. You know, I was just looking at the ranking list then provisionally for next year, and if he wins this, he's knocking on the door.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, very much
Jack
knocking on the
length
door.
23 metres.
So, yeah, you know, you've got to kind of just take that away, especially when you win the first set or you see that finish line and you've just not got to. You've just got to keep ploughing away, ploughing away.
I think he's definitely going to have to have drawn a lot of confidence from his match last night. It's under similar circumstances on the TV rink, and played a few huge bowls to win it.
Not a bad start. He'll know wherever he puts his bowl, Stewart has to get 3 inside. Here's number 1. Yeah, it's enough.
How far short is that, please?
Gap is 10 inches.
And how far through am I?
Your gap is 18 inches.
Thank you.
Oh, he's making this harder than he would have liked. Stewart asking this to stop. Got to it, that's fine, that's number 2. This is a problem. You can't give these players that much room, they're going to take it. So, Aaron Johnson with his third bowl, looking to at least beat that last bowl of Stewart's. Line's good. Can he make a contact on the bowl or the jack? It's going to drift by. Ooh. Two it is. That'll be music to Stewart's ears. Still got to play him though. No. It's going to punish him. If he's not careful, he's going to lose this first set. Like you said though, even though this is his choice of jack, he's played to Stewart's jack the last 2 ends and scored 2 pairs.
I wonder if he's looking at it in a way that instead of drawing it, just fly through and take a couple of the bowls out here. He's defending 3. It's a bit of a risk, but
it is a risk. It's you know, it's not a massive target. Just needs to remove 2, doesn't he? Even if you land on the front one, you're relying on another contact. It's not a million miles away. I mean, but this is where that pressure sometimes just takes effect. You know, you see so many players on a little bit of pressure, you just tend to tense a little bit. When you tense a little bit, your delivery isn't as fluid. So there's only 2 shots. Backhand draw, adjust slightly, or you take the chance. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Playing the forehand, he'll be playing the pace. What's he playing? Backhand draw. Big bowl. Yep. He's after that. Needs to bend. Here he comes now. That's a nice solid contact on it though. Brilliant bowl. Wow.
what's Stewart got to do? It's
That's difficult. The trouble is for Stewart here, needing a 3. You know, he can get to Aaron's bowl, but I think there's just too many double connections. Do you take a chance and just hit the front red one hard into the jack and just hope something happens?
We'll try and get a touch on the jacking and spit it out sideways and hopefully drag one, maybe drag the short ball through with you. I think there's going to be a lot of fingers crossed rather than an out and out plan here.
I'm just wondering whether you can draw like not a back toucher, but a toucher at a certain angle to fall back on the jack diagonally and push the jack 3 or 4 inches to the left and up the ring. Don't know. He'll have had a good look at this. If he's playing the forehand, it'd be a pushing something through the head. Yeah, I thought trying to push the front bowl into the jack, trying to create something. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Not going to be. So that huge last bowl from Aaron Johnson sees him over the line. And that's going to be a first set win for Aaron.
Score 4-8 after 9 ends.
So the good thing is the scores are reset as we go into the second set. Aaron's got the jack, so the mat comes up. What a game of bowls this is.
Jack length 23 metres.
Sometimes you see when you win the first set, you just kind of think, oh, I'm guaranteed a tie break, just chill a little bit too much. But nope, keeping his foot on the gas. I'm still just waiting for Stewart to go up a few notches. It is going to come. It's just going to fall on that length where he just turns the screw a little bit. That's why Aaron wants to just try and get, you know, a few ends under his belt early in this second set quickly. We nearly saw it in the last game, you know, with Jason Banks, and all of a sudden Les was coming right back. Go in early, change your tactics.
Good call here.
Asking to show him the respot.
I think it's just one at the moment.
If you've got him driving on the second bowl, don't think you want to fatten the head up at all. Leave it as is.
That's fine.
Handy, yeah.
Stewart going again. Wasn't a million miles away last time. Corner of the bowl. Very fine corner as well.
Ooh, he doesn't like that.
That's why he doesn't like that. He'll be disappointed. Can't give Stewart that much room. Well played. Still got to be played, of course.
Set score 1-0 after first end.
So going to just try something a bit different with the jack, maybe somewhere 3/4.
Looks like it's that sort of middling distance.
Jack length 26.5 metres.
So looking for a good start with his first, and he's played it. Well played.
I was just going to say, speaking from experience, this is not a length you wanted to go up against Stewie on.
Stewart staying with it. to run through the jack or run through the bowl. Even if he gets the outside contact, releases the jack. The one waiting. I'd be inclined to swap if I was Aaron. Yeah.
Get back to those. Hasn't been far off with the first two and doesn't really need to change much.
So he wants to leave the jack alone.
I think it's 2.
Oh, Stewart. This is close. Now, what's the contact like? He's been unlucky. Been really unlucky there.
How far short is my
Even in the first set as well, we had a couple of really good sort of yard-on timer shots that haven't come up with the goods just yet.
I think it'd been like maybe half an inch tighter than that. He could have nearly run off and made a 3. But they're both almost playing down this funnel inside these short bowls, aren't they?
He has played it.
Shame again. Yes, he's not feeling the pressure at the moment. He knows what's at stake. He's guaranteed 20 world ranking points to get to this stage, and then every game he wins from now is worth an additional 10 ranking points.
Sometimes get a little bit easier at this point. Yeah, he's definitely feeling like he's playing with house money.
House money. Well, being fair, he's the underdog, and when you're the underdog, there's no pressure on. No pressure on at all.
You start playing well, you're enjoying yourself, and
something's just caught Stewart's eye. Just reset himself. Height looks good.
so
Weight's
it's a weight.
not bad. Weight's not bad. Look at this. Oh, unlucky again. Wasn't sure. With another 6 inches, he could have just sneaked by that bowl for shot. Trouble is, what does Aaron do? That's the thing here. I think he's just got to maybe stay away from it, or he could play down the backhand, the forehand, and just get in just right behind it.
I think he will switch over to the forehand, and it's tight, but not a huge amount of danger with the weight he's been playing. The touch he has.
Doesn't want to thin the jack, does he? I don't think he can see enough of the jack for it to be safe. He'll be happy with that. Single.
Set score 1-1 after 2 ends.
So, back up with the map. You can just see there he's giving himself 4 inches now. It's the easier way to play a shorter jack, of course, because especially with a 3 metre tee, because you've got 3 metres to get it within.
Jack length 23 metres.
I think with his style of play as well, not being shy of trying to smack the jack in the ditch at any time, sort of in his favour that way as well.
Yeah. Especially when you're playing the good quality players, you know, that are packing their heads out.
Another great starter.
Stewart just looking just to hold up, just a bowl or two underneath the line. Well, the track's good. Not far away from another if he just runs a foot. That tempts Stewart to go underneath it. Yeah, I thought it would. Looking for a solid contact on the jack. It's got a 1-2. Now, where's it going? Now, that's just gone out the rink, I think. Have a look, was it? Where did it go to? Yep, it's just gone out the rink by 6 or 7 inches, so that'll go on the respot. That's finished well in Stewart's favour. 30 inches is the shot bowl away from the jack. He's urging this on. Needs to as well. Can you just beat it? Yes, only just though. Here comes Stewart. This is the shot bowl. Very well played. Great bowl. A little touch on the jack. I think it's still just the one. To get his little cloth. It is very warm out there.
It gets awfully steamy on the rink as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just taking his time. Oh, it's a way off the map. Very quick after that one. And he's following it. I think it needs a kick.
Hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
Yeah, I'm going to say it did look just ever so slightly short. Very good effort though. Makes the gap a lot nearer for Stewart's second bowl to get within.
Yeah, saves one and takes it, increases the difficulty of this next bowl. But
so Stewart just looking to float over the top with decent pace. Wants to hit the break now.
One shot. Good, Stewart Anderson.
Set score 2-1 after 3 ends.
Yeah, very, very nip and tuck. Stewart's just having a little think about this. I think it's come up. No, it's only come up another foot.
2-1.
probably just going to make the tee, has done.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Head to the sky. Just scratching around Stewart today with his opening deliveries. He's just allowing Aaron to be in, and Aaron is taking the chances. I mean, with Stewart doesn't only give you any room at all. You know, he's been probably the most consistent players indoors I've seen for a long, long time. Just as we all get it, you know, just scratching around. He's just not happy out there at the moment.
I do wonder how related it is to how far the mat's been moving around this match. It's be very difficult to get comfortable.
See again, you see. This is where Aaron really needs to be, you know, 6 inches away constantly. Just full advantage. So swapping to the other side, sometimes they say a change of hand, a change of pace. See if we can just drop onto it. Asking for it to bend. We can just get down underneath that bowl. Hasn't done. On to Aaron. Still a good 2 feet to draw for Stewart. Now, can he get to the bowl? He's going to need to. He's going to need to. Oh, Stewart. Again, you know, he's got a yard anywhere to make another here. Not sure what Aaron's looking at. I'd just be playing to draw another, surely. I mean,
he's just looking over the head just to confirm it's 2. Ask the marker to come over.
Just draw another shot. Nothing too fancy. I mean, that nearest bowler Stewart's probably 30 inches. I mean, you've got a yard anywhere, haven't you? I mean, be a yard short and probably still nearly get that. Oh, he's playing the backhand. What's he playing? My goodness. I'm not sure that was the right shot myself. Very low percentage. Very low percentage. 2.5 foot anywhere around the jack to draw for another against Stuart Anderson. I'd have taken that chance.
Set score 2-2 after 4
I could see what
ends.
he was trying to do. Maybe try and play the bowl away, but I don't know.
Yeah, if the short ball came in, he plays it, you get a 4. Yeah, there's not many better opportunities to pick up a multiple like that, but
Had they all been a bit nearer, I'd have probably agreed. But yeah, I think with the room there, I'd have just drawn for another one. However, score is 2-all after 4 ends. This mat's done some mileage.
Jack length 23 metres.
So, how was your opening bowl? Here again. Can Stewart just get by? Not far away, we can. Oh, great ball.
What's the gap between mine and Stewart's match case? The gap between you, 3.5 inches.
Now, will he just stay with it and just lift his own, maybe? Okay. Not far away.
Go with it, go with it, go with it!
Asking it to go with it. Well, it's not finished too bad, you know. It's probably, what, just over a yard away. I think the jack's somewhere in between the number and the rink marker. Quite deep ditches here, aren't they? It's gone slightly further. About a yard to draw. Good hit. Could have had a better contact, I guess.
It is one of those things with the heavier jacks. You really have to nail it to get it right in the ditch. To count.
Yeah, it's always difficult to tell, isn't it, when the jack's in the ditch? The jack's at the back of the ditch as well. Don't think we've seen the winner yet. I think they both put a ball within that.
As you said, they're pretty deep ditches here, so probably adds another 2 or 3 inches to anything that's still on the green.
And he's urging it. Is he going to make the trip? He's stamping it in. Yep. Dan says that's just enough. Now, just going to get by. Just needs to get by. Has done. Brilliant. I'm wondering whether he'll take a chance.
The risk is that his closest ball is short of just off the line, so if he errs wide, could bring the second in of Stewart's.
He's asking it. He's playing a full draw, trying to get down to it. How far away has he got it?
Close.
Oh! Great attempt. Great effort. So Stewart with one more ball to come.
It's great weight for that as well. Probably wouldn't lose his second shot if he crashed wide.
Well, Stewart playing across the rink. What's the pace like? Is he getting enough? Can he turn it down? Made contact. Seemed to rock and then rock back ever so slightly, didn't it? It's just the one.
Set score 3-2 after 5 ends.
Certainly been an entertaining game of bowls, hasn't it?
Jack length 30.5 metres.
30.5 metres, that's totally full length jack on the carpet here. Ooh. Didn't seem to like that, did he, when he let go? Is he just a bowl under?
Touch tight. Perfect weight.
Be a couple of feet. Stewart again, just looking to try and close it down, just put a bit of pressure on. It's well played again. In for 2. Well, getting ever so slightly nearer. Still favours Stewart line the shot. Stewart asking if it's 1 or 2.
Might be Aaron's last bowl. It's very tight.
All right, might be Aaron's last bowl, he was saying. Doesn't change his shot at all. Just sometimes nice to know, isn't it, if you're in or
Bit
or
of
not.
confirmation, yeah. He's liking this one.
Yeah, he's after it. Even if he turns it back like that. Well. He knew straight away, didn't he, that he'd overplayed this. So this is the chance Stewart was waiting for. Just a repeat of his last delivery. I mean, ideally he'll want to try and maybe even finish in the centre of the ring or under. If he finishes just slightly wide, you may see Aaron take a chance.
Correct, yeah. Give yourself the chance to drag it in behind the 2 bowls.
Stewart can just run the jack round himself first.
He's interested. Crowd's interested.
He wants to get back to centre ring. Well played, Stewart. Very good bowl. He'd like to have seen it just gone right behind it. I'm just wondering now whether that may tempt Aaron to attack. I mean, this could be a big swing in this second set. It's hard to tell exactly how many shots it is. I think it's definitely 3.
He's looking at the cannons at the front, seeing if he hits those, does he get some reward out of it? They're seeing whether the target's 1 and a bit bowls, or is it 1 foot that he can get some reward out of it.
I mean, depending on the pace he decides to play, even if he's very wide on the forehand, he could get rid of maybe 2 of those red bowls, can't he? There's lots of options. There's a little bit of luck maybe as well. But if he can just land solid on the jack and then run through with it, he has got one down the back of the rink that you can see. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't attack. But if he draws, he's still got to draw within a foot to save anything, hasn't he? Thinking long and hard. Let's have a look. Yeah, forehand with pace. I think the jack is the target.
Hurry. Jack, clean!
Oh,
Shot.
Oh, hang
Is
on.
he going to get away with it? Oh, I think he might have just gotten unlucky there.
So you could just see he was actually going for the jack down to the back. However, he's got a little bit of a double contact there. Look, ran onto the red bowl as well. But the jack's gone out the rink. But I think, to be fair, I think he's probably cut it down to 2, has he? Yeah. It's a cracking strike.
Set score 5-2 after 6 ends.
He didn't hang around, did he? Came down like a rocket.
Jack length 29.5 metres.
So just a tiny bit of daylight now between the two players. Just Stewart's 3 ahead with 3 to play. Again, 2 good opening bowls.
What's the gap on Stewart's shot roll, please? 2.5 inches.
Just asking it to run. Yeah, just slightly overcorrected, but it's a great bowl. Stewart will just stay with that. Just nicely get round that 6 inches pass to be great. Sits for 2.
Very much in the area. Just needs to skirt that first one.
Yeah, probably only a foot, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, if that.
I'm just having a quick look. I think it's still just a forehand draw, though. I mean, the way that it comes back, especially with these little peas, you know, they'll come right round there with good pace, won't they?
Well, he is looking at something on the forehand. But I do think you're right. It should just be backing yourself on the draw, just over.
I mean, is he looking to play the backhand to try and feather the red bowl away from the jack? I mean, we've not seen much success with that kind of a bowl on that hand in this direction. It's very tricky, but I mean, it is there. The draw's still available, obviously, on both hands as well.
Is he starting to think maybe this is time to gamble? He's still got a few ends to do it. He can get one here, and sets very much in his favour.
Maybe just draw and try and give yourself another angle.
Yeah, fatten the head up just a touch. This needs to be here though.
Stewart will follow that down. I mean, there's a lot of protection at the front there, the way the hand comes down. Just try and get 6 inches or so just past that jack, just in case Aaron does flirt one down the backhand to fly the bowl out. As long as he reaches and doesn't, I mean, the only bad result for Stewart would be sitting slightly wider of where Aaron's bowl is to give him something a bit different to play.
Which he might have done here.
Doesn't want to leave a plant.
And ooh.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, he's.
That plant looks good, I think.
Yeah, Aaron's eyes just lit up just a touch there, I think.
I think as long as he doesn't overplay it. I think if he
Correct.
overplays it, he could lose his own bowl as well. I think if he plays that, a few yards where the bowl will just jam in.
So just approaching the ditch rather than flying into it.
Yeah. So the fact if he does fly at it, the trouble is if he catches it too thin, so he gets a straighter contact on the plant, it's not going to catch the shot ball thick enough.
Yeah, that first cannon, the bowls aren't. It doesn't look like it from this angle, but the bowls aren't touching, so there is just the slightest amount of variance in where his bowl's going to go if he does make contact at the start of the head.
Yeah, he's playing for that plant.
Nice weight for it.
Needs to hold up for the angle, I think. Needs to hold up a
He
little
is.
bit more.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, snaked through as well. That was a great hit, but that's maximum result there. That's a pair. It is a pair. Wow. I mean, to play it with that pace is
score
absolutely
5-4
fantastic. But
after
I
7
didn't quite
innings.
see him sneaking through, but he has done. A little shake of the head from Stewart.
Thinking, what do I have to do here?
Yeah, puffing his cheek, puffing his cheeks, thinking, dear me. So, getting very interesting now. Stewart still leads, 5 shots to 4. 2 ends remaining.
Jack length 23 metres.
Very, very entertaining. Yeah. Little nibble did him well. Oh, well played, Stewart. Good correction.
What's the gap on my bowl and his bowl? Just the gap to the jacks, please.
Okay, your bowl to Jack 11 inches, Stewart's 3.5.
Thank you.
Well, he needs this to run because he's a bowl tight again. He hasn't been as successful on this shorter length jack in this direction. It's been this coming back towards the commentary box where he's played it a lot more consistent. It's just scratching around for a line.
It's been an interesting game. It feels like each player hasn't preferred the length that they've rolled it to.
Still just that draw. It needs another 18 inches. A couple of bowls wider. If you're going to drop one this end going into the final, he only wants to drop a 1, so he needs to get one a lot closer. Remember, Aaron Johnson can afford to tie this second set. 2 is a lot easier than any more. What's he looking at now? Oh, no. I think it's still just a backhand draw.
He's maybe eyeing off if there was a little rumble on the other side, but his bowl's just too short for that.
Better line now. What's the pace like?
Much better.
Good bowl. A little bit unlucky. Still 1 to Stewart. I think he needed less pace to get that any kind of result there. If you're being overcritical, it's only probably a foot over. Still a great effort. So this is an important shot for Stewart. There's to be a difference between going 2 ahead into the final end or 3. Let him off. So a single for Stewart Anderson. Into the final end we go. Stewart just needs to win the end to force the tie break. Aaron will need a minimum of 2
Set score
to win this
6-4
game.
after 8 ends.
You can feel the excitement building around the green. I can hear it through the earphones here. People having a chat, thinking they'll all have their own little say about what they think should be happening. And
Jack length 29.5 metres.
great to see there's a lot of people in here today. Well, this is the start Stewart wanted. Perfect.
Great response here.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, unlucky though. Still sprung it out. Stewart's here again. Just jumps over the top of his own. Well played. Great ball. Tad unlucky just to finish round that side of the jack.
Yeah, frame it for Aaron, who's not shy of playing that little bit through.
Certainly not. Reaching again. Close. Needs to bend. On away. Well, he's given himself a back position. Needs a 2, remember. Just wondering whether Stewart's line the shot, whether he tries to go between the 2 brown bowls of Aaron's. Try and kind of force him into playing more delicate pace.
Possibly just change the head himself.
Yeah, he could drag the
just
jack.
just tuck it behind, which I think is not far off doing. Hooked it off at least.
Narrows it down, doesn't it? The angles are, well, probably can only see half a jack from the mat, I'd say, even if that. None, yeah. So you can't see any of it. Maybe just try a draw with this one. Even if he just touches the jack, you know, if he touches the jack 2 inches, that would give him a 2. Even if he doesn't, you know, he's got last bowl. He was looking at something down the forehand. Is he going to play the ball away and stop?
Yeah, peel it off and run through. Maybe even just take it out clean and
Stop.
back yourself for a draw on the second bowl.
Yep. Good chap and lie on the front. Taking his time, he knows it's an important bowl. Yeah, he's playing the forehand. Taking a chance, looking for solid on the shot bowl, stopping its place. Asking it to hold. I think it needs to bend a bit quicker. Got it! Wow. Love that. Deary me, what a bowl. What a bowl at this stage of the game. That's a game lie. Oh, he can't look. It's off the side here. Well, Stewart, he needs to save at least one of these. He's got the back position. Trouble is, he can't spring it too far.
Yeah.
Because Aaron's got another bowl.
So that foot of weight, just to make some contact, that jack should spring out to the red bowl directly down the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Down the backhand. I wonder they might even just play a draw just to get a really good one.
Really good second.
Yeah,
front, yeah.
a really good second, and only give him a couple of inches or so, to win the game. So, defending champion on the verge of going out. It's very close, He's going to be unlucky. He is unlucky. Gets half and away, and you can absolutely hear the excitement and just the joy of Aaron Johnson there. What an achievement. The defending champion is out of this event, and Aaron Johnson, the English qualifier, books himself a place into the final against Jason Banks. Can't believe it. Oh dear. I think there's a few emotions going on here, and quite rightly so. Very young lad. You can just see what it means to him there. Thank you very much for joining me for that game. Are you here for the rest of the final?
I will be. Yeah, we're very much looking forward to watching that.
So let's have a look then at what we have for the rest of this afternoon. So we've got 2 o'clock, the final of the Scottish Young Masters. It's Thomas Jameson against Logan Kennedy. And then at 4 o'clock, it's going to be the grand final. Well, we know who's in that now. It's going to be Scotland's Jason Banks against the English qualifier, Aaron Johnson. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for now. So until 2 o'clock, from everybody here at the World Bowl Store, bye-bye for now.